So welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing so well as always. I am literally dressed like it's summer because it's been really sunny the past couple of days in England. I know it's October and it is kind of rainy today, to be fair, but the past couple of days have been absolutely glorious. So I'm really hoping that we're having a bit of a late summer, but I've been really enjoying the sun this weekend. That's why I am basically dressed like this in a tank top. But basically this weekend as well, I've also been doing a bit of shopping, and I realised that I talk about fashion trends and talk about brands that I like, but I rarely actually show what I have in my wardrobe. And recently I've picked up some bits that I am really excited about, really happy to have in my wardrobe, and I just wanted to share them with you basically. And I actually do have a couple of items that I regret buying, and I want to show you those as well at the end, just because obviously I do make a lot of purchase mistakes still, 100%, and luckily they were just from a charity shop, so they weren't too expensive, but I was hoping to get some advice on how to style them or just see if you like them or things like that. But yeah, I basically wanted to show some new things that I've got recently. Some of them are from small brands, up and coming designers that I am really obsessed with at the moment, and of course there are a lot of thrifted pieces as well. And the first thing that I am really excited about is this Masha Popova denim top. It's almost like a bandana tie top, but it's obviously in this denim material, which is basically signature to Masha Popova as a designer. So I think I've mentioned her on this channel probably a few times because I am really obsessed with Masha Popova. I've known about her for the past year or so, and then in February I actually got to go to her Autumn Winter 24 runway, which was so amazing. This collection was called Glisten, and then I also went to her Spring Summer 25 runway, which was called Impulse in September, so the most recent London Fashion Week, and I definitely preferred the Glisten collection. Obviously they were different seasons, so very different pieces and vibes within them, but the reason that I liked the Glisten collection more is because there was just more denim, and like I said, denim manipulation is really signature to her brand, and that's why I just took the plunge and got one of these tops. Obviously I would love to get so much more from Masha Popova. I would love a full denim set, maybe trousers or the jacket as well, but the reason that I got this top is because I personally feel like you could style this in so many different ways. You could wear it with jeans, you could wear it with a skirt, you can wear it in any season really, but I really do think that dark denim is great for the winter. So that is why I got this top. Obviously they are a bit on the pricier side, but that's because she is a small designer, and I'm really excited to continue following her career and the collections that she puts out. Then the next thing that I want to show is just kind of a basic essential that I recently got as well, and it is these Carhartt dark denim Brandon jeans, and I basically have been wanting these exact jeans for so long. I also got them in the light denim wash. I'm literally wearing them right now. You can basically see. I think I talked about these jeans in one of my previous videos, but the reason that I got them is because I just think they are the exact shape that I've been looking for. They kind of give this barrel leg silhouette, which is obviously a trend right now. I've talked about dark denim so much on this channel. I am so obsessed. I think it's perfect for the winter. I kind of think it does go with this Masha Popova top as well, but again, you can wear these in so many ways. I did get them in a size small, and then again, I think I showed these in a previous video, but I also got these flared denim jeans as well. I got these from a charity shop, and they are from this brand. And it's funny because on my previous video, I think someone mentioned that these were, or this was a popular denim brand in the 90s and stuff like that, which I think is really funny. And yeah, I am really obsessed with these. The reason that I got them was really because of the color palette or colorway of these jeans. I've been really into this whole year, kind of icy tones, kind of 90s minimalism, futuristic color palettes. And I think we've seen it on so many small brands in the styling. So I definitely think that has been a trend and why I personally really wanted these jeans. I think you can really dress these jeans up in so many ways. I actually wore them with these Jimmy Choo kitten heels, which I picked up, which I'll actually show you as well. I'll just grab them. Yeah, I got these Jimmy Choo kitten heels from a charity shop in London. I think it was in, I can't even remember where it was from, kind of a nice area in London. And these were only £30, I believe, which personally I think for Jimmy Choo heels is an absolute bargain. And I really liked them because they're not that high. I'm not really one to wear huge heels, but I thought these are perfect because they're not too high, easy to walk in. And yeah, I think they go really well with these jeans specifically. And then moving on to the next piece that I'm really excited to have in my wardrobe, it's this Victor Claverie top. Victor Claverie is another small designer which I am absolutely obsessed with. I think you'll probably know him from Instagram, things like this, and he basically creates these very futuristic, very cool, unique designs, and I just had to get one of these kind of skin body tops. It is honestly so comfortable. I was tempted to get the one with the hands in, but I did think because I want to be wearing this top day to day, I wanted to get something that was still wearable. And to be honest, I think if I'd got the ones with the hands in, I wouldn't have been wearing it every day. But this I really will wear every day, maybe even with jeans or a skirt. But honestly, it is so comfortable. And I just love the fact that it really does look like a second skin, to be honest. I love that there's a body on the print. I just think it's so cool. And then the next piece that I want to show you that is also from a small brand that I am so obsessed with. I think I've mentioned Gamaguas on this channel loads of time and you probably know them. It is a really cool small brand. I believe they are a Spanish brand, and the reason that I love Gamaguas is because everything that they do really works as a collection. So I feel like it's one of those brands that you could literally only shop from Gamaguas, and if you did, your wardrobe, your outfits would all work together and all just look amazing basically. But I actually did buy this skirt, and it's kind of in this grey light blue colour, kind of again an icy tone similar to the jeans and also other pieces that I have in my haul as well. The only issue with this skirt is that it is quite see-through, but I did think in that way you could kind of use it as a layering piece. Like you could wear white tight capris underneath it, or kind of mini shorts and a big belt, or just wear it kind of with more covered up underwear basically. I think it's still going to be a really great layering piece. Again, you can wear it in the winter, you can wear it in the summer. Another skirt that I recently got, which I am so obsessed with, I got this from a charity shop in Clapham. So obviously I've just moved, so I don't live there anymore, but I was living in Clapham when I first moved to London just for 6 months, and the charity shops there are the best. There's literally a road in Clapham where they have so many charity shops. There's also a trade as well, which obviously I've learnt about since moving to London, and they literally do so many bargains and also very much trendy pieces that you want to be wearing, and this is a prime example of that. I got this, I can't even remember which charity shop it was from. It definitely wasn't from a trade, but just one of the local charity shops. And what I love about this is that I literally would have bought this if I'd seen it in a vintage pop-up or an archive seller, and I would have bought it for literally triple the price. And it's basically this brand. I'm not going to pronounce the name, but I will put it on screen. And the reason that I love this is because honestly you can style it in so many ways. I do think this type of skirt is just trendy at the moment. Obviously you can wear it with high boots, and also I just love the material that this is made out of. Again, if I figure out what it is, I will put it on the screen, but it literally feels like a technical material or a functional material. Like if this was waterproof, I wouldn't be surprised, and that's why I just think it's such an interesting skirt, and so happy that I have this in my wardrobe. I've already worn it so many times, and I just know that I will continue to wear it for years and years, literally, because it is just a timeless piece in my opinion. And something else that I actually just got this weekend from a charity shop as well. This wasn't from a charity shop in Clapham, this was from a charity shop in Angel. Again, some great charity shops in Angel as well. But it is this Brandy Milvan little sweater or jumper. Again, I feel like I bought this because it kind of is something that I would have loved to have bought, loved to have found a few years ago, and I think it was just tapping into my nostalgia in a way. I'm not sure if it really fits my personal style now, but I do think it goes with this white skirt. It also goes with the Carhartt jeans as well, in my opinion. To be honest, it just kind of goes with everything. It's very wearable, easy piece, something easy to throw on. Something else that I actually got from the same charity shop in Angel were these pants, and again I was sold by the colour palette of these pants because they're kind of this grey purple colour, and again I personally think that this kind of tone, this kind of colour palette has been such a trend this year. I think we've seen a lot of this kind of colour palette on small brands like Paloma Wool or Gamaguas as well, or it's just basically been fitting into the trends that we see. Also, the fact that these are these kind of mum cargo pants, the fact that they're low-waisted, I just think they're a trend. Obviously, a lot of people in London wear pants like this. They were, again, literally £10. So I bought them just to throw on. I think I can style them in loads of different ways, but definitely happy that I have them in my wardrobe. Also, I really needed trousers that weren't so long because I feel like I'm always wearing trousers that are just really long, and then they drag on the ground, or they kind of, if I roll them up, they come undone, and then they always kind of soak up the puddles basically because it's always raining in London. Then actually something else that I got in Angel as well, which I am really excited about. To be honest, I was umming and ahhing whether I should actually buy this piece because it was £24, which I know is not expensive at all, and for a charity shop, to be honest, now it's not even that expensive, but it was more because it's not exactly something that I think fits into my personal style, but it's basically this almost countryside coat, this tweed jacket. This is from Banana Republic, and the reason that I was sold on this jacket is because of the interesting collar. And if you watched my fall 2024 fashion trend predictions, I was basically saying that interesting collars are definitely a trend. We saw them on the Carven runway, the Chanel runway, Rock Official, Burberry, also this brand that I'm so obsessed with but I can't pronounce their name. We saw them on so many fall 24 runways, so I think we're only going to see more interesting collars. Also, actually, these kind of pockets are also being spotlighted as one of the main trends for fall, so that's why I was kind of sold on this. I also got this very boring but simple black halter neck top with kind of spaghetti tie straps, and again I bought this because whenever I'm going out for drinks or just going out in the evening, I always think to myself, I wish I just had a plain black top with thin straps that I could just throw on. Obviously it's a very basic item, obviously it's a very simple outfit as well, but I do just think everyone needs a halter neck black top in their wardrobe, and I found this one. Again, I think I got this from a charity shop in Clapham, and the brand's Banana Republic as well. I don't really know a whole lot about Banana Republic. I don't know if it's like a fast fashion brand or not, but I'll do some research after this, but nevertheless, I have found those two pieces that I really like. And then I also want to show you two more skirts that I have. This skirt I am actually so obsessed with. I got this from, again, a charity shop in Clapham, and the brand is actually Hollister, and the reason that I was sold on this skirt and just ended up buying it is because of the shape. Again, I really feel like this is something that if I found it in a curated vintage pop-up, something like that, then I would definitely be really tempted to buy. I just feel like wearing a skirt like this is, to be honest, quite fun in a way, and it kind of has this, not drop waist because it's not a drop waist literally, but I feel like it is kind of fitting into the drop waist trend in a way, potentially, just because the flares and the rim is a bit lower down. It almost has a thick waistband, which I just thought was really, really interesting. Again, this goes really well with boots. I've worn this in so many different ways, to be honest. I've worn it with this black Banana Republic top. I've worn it with just t-shirts in the daytime. And I've also worn it with this next piece that I got kind of earlier this year, earlier in the summer. And I just think this goes really well. I feel like the whole silhouette of this outfit. I'm also really obsessed with tops like this next piece, this next kind of denim ribbed top. The fact that you can do it up at the collar and then have the rest of it undone. I think this is, again, definitely a trend that we've seen this year. And I'm also really obsessed with the colour palette of this outfit. I think it's really great for the fall, the winter. Actually, something else that I have worn this skirt with is this weekday top, and kind of makes me cringe to talk about weekday because obviously they are a fast fashion brand and I truly don't buy a lot of things new, as you can see. If I do buy things new, they are from small brands or they're from designers that I'm really obsessed with that are really more of an investment piece. But I was walking past the weekday shop near where I live and I saw that there was a sale on, and I tried on this top, and to be honest, this silhouette of top, like anything with a high neck, I have really been looking for an item like this, and I just thought it would go really well with this Hollister skirt, and to be honest, I think it definitely does. I've already worn this with boots, and yeah, I do think it is an item that I'm going to get a lot of wear out of. That's why I did end up buying it, and yeah, like I said, I really do not try to buy a lot of fast fashion, but when I do, they are items that I know I'm going to wear a lot and a lot, basically. So the next thing I want to show you is another skirt. Like I said, this skirt I am so obsessed with. It kind of brings me, or it kind of reminds me of office siren core or workwear that was obviously a trend at the start of the year. The only issue with this skirt for me is that I personally don't know how to style it. I feel like some people really suit wearing office gear, or they suit wearing more formal pieces, but for me, when I wear this skirt, I feel like I'm just wearing kind of an old lady skirt, or like something that is just too corporate in a way. I don't know, maybe it's just my mindset, maybe it's just because it isn't naturally my personal style, but I also get the same feeling when I wear blazers as well. I don't know, it just maybe doesn't suit me, but nevertheless, I did buy this skirt. It still has the label on because I am yet to style it in any way, and this was literally £6.50, but I'll put the brand on screen. You can see that it is a true vintage piece. Also, it's layered. The quality is just so good, to be honest, and that's why I bought it, because I felt it was a real bargain, and I knew that it was a bit of a gem to have in a wardrobe, but I just don't know if I'm able to style it. Before I show you the pieces that I regret buying, I do actually want to show you some accessories that I have recently picked up. The first one is from a small brand, and it's basically this small brand, and the reason that I met Helena, who obviously runs this small brand and creates these jewelry pieces, is because I interviewed her on my podcast. So I have a podcast where I basically speak to small brands that are doing innovative things, or designers who are doing innovative things using kind of unconventional techniques and really pushing innovation. And I literally just came across Helena on Instagram. I think it came up as an ad, and I was obviously instantly drawn to her brand because of her aesthetic, and also then when I looked, she's really embracing biodiversity. So obviously I'm really obsessed with anything that is kind of fusing fashion and nature, or technology and innovation and nature, and I just feel like this small jewelry brand is such a great example of that. She basically does this really intricate beadwork, and she creates all of these by hand. Honestly, the quality is so amazing. You never know with handmade jewelry, you never know if the quality is actually going to be really wearable, but honestly, just seeing this and holding this jewelry piece in person, it is so good quality. When I met Helena, she was literally wearing all her earrings, and then also a necklace and even a body chain. And when you see all of these pieces together, they're obviously very maximalist, but they are so amazing. They work so cohesively, add so much to an outfit. They kind of fit into this hyper feminine aesthetic, hyper feminine vibe, which has been such a trend this year. I know that Helena actually worked at Chloe and Simone Rocha as well, so you can definitely see the influence of that in her design work, and it was just such a privilege to get to speak to her basically. And even the little box, you can see that it has like grass in it, or fake grass, and that's because all of her pieces are really inspired by nature and she really incorporates like biodiversity. Definitely a very sustainable brand. Definitely go check out all of her pieces. I think she's only going to go from strength to strength, and if our podcast episode is out, definitely go listen to that as well. And then some other accessories that I recently got are these glasses, and these are sunglasses. Obviously they're very kind of Y2K, and potentially that almost put me off buying them, but again, I got them from a charity shop in Angel, and I got them because I truly rarely find sunglasses that suit me. I just feel like I don't have a sunglasses face. Some people do, some people don't. I feel like I definitely don't, but when I put these on, I thought potentially the shape of them suits me a bit more, so that is why I ended up buying them. I also am really obsessed with tortoiseshell, I think it is, or like brown sunglasses. I way prefer them to black sunglasses. I think they're a bit more timeless and go with everything. And very similarly, and almost a item that I regret buying, are these Jimmy Fairley sunglasses. These were very much a panic buy basically. The reason that they were a panic buy is because I bought some Jimmy Fairley sunglasses. I bought these ones. I'll put a picture on a screen if I can find them. And then I regretted them because I didn't think they suited me. So I went into the store to try and return them, and you can only get store credit. And that's fine, to be honest, because I did really want to get some nice sunglasses. But the only issue is I think they never redo collections, or they never redo certain sunglasses. So in that way, they only bring out new ones, and so what is in the store is what you have to buy. So I kind of ended up panic buying these sunglasses, but I don't know, now I'm not too sure about them. I think they're maybe a bit too much basically, so I'm now thinking they are just something that I wear on holiday, special occasions, or I sell them or something like that. Let me know what you think of these sunglasses, whether you think they're too much. I really just have no idea. Now moving on to the few last items that I have again recently bought from a charity shop that I kind of regret buying, and I think I regret buying them just because I don't know how to style them, or it's also a perfect example of when you shop for your fantasy self. So, you know, you go shopping and you have this vision of how you're going to wear something, and you like envision yourself wearing a certain piece, and in reality, you would actually never wear that, or you would, it's just not in your personal style, or you'd also just never have the confidence to wear it. I think this is kind of these items, which is kind of a shame, but definitely something that we all do, or that I certainly do when I go shopping for your fantasy self, which you should try and avoid doing, obviously. But the first one is this top, and it's from this kind of brand that I don't recognize. It's called Silent Noise. I have never heard of this brand. I have no idea if it's a good brand, if it's a cheap brand, but basically I was drawn to it because it's kind of asymmetrical, and also I just thought the color way of this top, the pattern was interesting. It's a mesh piece. I think I had a vision of wearing it more as a halter neck, and wearing it with shorts, or maybe a mini skirt and wearing it out for drinks, or even with these flared jeans as well. I thought it would look kind of cool with those, but to be honest, I'm yet to wear it, and I fear I will never reach for this in my wardrobe. It does kind of give me indie sleaze vibes, and potentially I was just trying to get an indie sleaze kind of outfit, which I don't think actually suits me, and to be honest, not something that I would reach for day to day as my personal style. But let me know what you think of this top. I don't know if it is just not a very nice top, or if I'm just not really styling it in an imaginative way. And then the next one, the more I look at it, the more I dislike it, basically. It is this starry red maxi skirt or midi skirt. And the reason that I got this is obviously because I love a midi skirt and I love a low waist midi skirt, as everyone does. And I was really going through a stage where I wanted to get more colour in my wardrobe because obviously, as you can see, I wear a lot of neutral tones, dark tones, blacks, greens, things like that. And I just thought I need to get some colour in my wardrobe. And I tried this on and I thought this is perfect. Obviously, I love stars, as everyone does. And now I'm looking back, I just think it almost looks like a costume item. It looks like something a clown in a pantomime would wear potentially, but I don't know again if I'm just not being very imaginative with how to style it or if it is a nice piece and I'm just not pairing it with the right stuff. To be honest, I think it's the shade of red. I think it's because it is very much this costumey shade of red, but yeah, not the biggest fan of this. And then the final piece, I just had to go and grab it from my wardrobe. Again, a perfect example of dressing or shopping for your fantasy self. It's basically this little kind of navy bubble dress. And when I saw this in the charity shop, I just thought it was the cutest thing. And I really had this vision of wearing it kind of at a barbecue or to a picnic or something like that in the summertime. And in reality, I would just never actually wear something like this because, I don't know, it's just not really in my personal style. And also I think it comes down to the confidence of wearing something like this. And maybe I just need to get a grip and force myself to wear it, kind of push myself out of my style comfort zone, or it's not that nice and doesn't really suit me. So I'm kind of in two minds about it. But obviously now that we're going into the colder months, I was thinking I could wear it more as a bubble skirt because obviously it has this bubble hemline, which again has been a trend this year. I've mentioned it so many times on this channel. And yeah, I was thinking maybe if I wore a top over the top or a jumper or even this kind of khaki Banana Republic coat, then maybe I could style this in different ways. I do still find it fun to wear and I do still find it cute. Like when I put it on, I see why I bought it, but it's more just, will I actually wear this in reality? And I feel like that is a good tip when it comes to buying stuff that you're actually going to wear. You have to think if it is going to fit into your lifestyle. And the reality is I rarely wear little dresses like this. But yeah, that was the last item that I have recently got in my wardrobe. I'm pretty sure that was everything that I wanted to show today. Obviously, I will continue showing things that I acquire for my wardrobe. Like I said, the majority of stuff that I buy is really from charity shops, thrifting, or vintage archive sellers, or they are from small up-and-coming designers. I don't mind spending a bit more on a designer that I really like Masha Popova, Victor Claverie, or just any designer that I'm kind of really obsessed with and following what they do, because you get an interesting piece, you get something that you're gonna treasure for a long time, and also just more interesting outfits. I am really obsessed with this Masha Popova top. I can't wait to style it in different ways. I actually think you could wear this with a long sleeve top underneath. That's something that I didn't mention, and gonna try that out as well for more day-to-day wear. But yeah, that was basically everything that I wanted to show, everything that's new in my wardrobe at the moment. So definitely do let me know what you think of these items. And yeah, until the next one, I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.